Shalom. I want to start off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wachai, Chodesh. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles and elders, the great millstone, and salutations to you, Akim, that's out there listening, pushing forth this word with truth and sincerity, and if you, Akwat, as well, that's listening with sincerity. I'm the brother Machaya from the Camp GMS Montreal, coming back with another lesson, and we're always growing, okay, in this truth, this constant growth, okay? Because that scripture saying, the light of the righteous shineth, from day to day, roughly paraphrasing. Let's get it. Okay? Because that's what this truth is about. You don't just stay stagnant. Here it is, you learn, a few precepts, you learn a few breakdowns and that's it. No. There's always growth. As time goes on, you acquire more experience and you learn more things. Because even our apostles, they always mention how that, there's still things that they're learning. Okay? So don't put in your mind that, you're gonna reach a certain plateau and then that's it. You stay at that level. No, the Lord doesn't like that. He wants you to grow. Because when you're stagnant, that's pollution. Okay? Stagnation brings disease. Okay, if there's no flow, then it's still is clogged up, starts stinking, and then what? It creates a parasitic parasitic environment. Okay? So let's hit this, okay? This is Proverbs 4 and verse 18. It says, "But the path of the just is as the shining light, that shineth more and more unto the perfect day." So each day that goes on, your light has to shine brighter and brighter. Okay? That light representing the truth that's in you. It has to shine, man. Because this gift that we have received, this gift of faith, this wisdom, okay, I script multiple scriptures go into how that it was created with the faithful in the womb, how that it was predestinated for us to come into this. It was in us to begin with, right? That light was always in us from birth. But the thing is, it wasn't really sparked, like illuminated to the point where, you knew these things, right? But when you came into this truth, that's when, the Lord started, illuminating your light, okay? And it requires you to put forth effort too, to acquire growth. Put the time in. You should study, make your lessons. You experience different things in the world by applying precepts, okay? And that's part of you growing, right? Doing self-examination, see where you can improve on, right? That's what this truth is about, man. A constant state of self-examination, a constant state of, where can I improve on? How do I grow? How do I become a better version of myself? How do I become a better version to where that Yahweh Shai can see himself within me? That's what it's about, man. Okay? There's no plateau, there's no level that you've reached in it all. I'm good now. I'm the ultimate prophet. I don't need to do anything else. No, does not work like that, man. Okay? Let's get this in the book of Corinthians as well. Is it Colossians? Let me see. Inward renewed. Because the inward man is being renewed day by day. Just like we got the light of the righteous shineth from day to day. Hey, our inward man, our spirit, has to be renewed day by day, man. Each day, you're supposed to learn something new. Whether it's in the scriptures, whether it's something about yourself. However that it is, man. You're supposed to grow, man. If you don't grow, then what? The Lord's going to take you out. Right? If you don't bring forth fruit, the Lord's going to be like, what the fuck? Why is this tree here taking up space? Cut that tree down, man. It's taking up space. It's not producing fruit. We're going to get that. Where Yahweh Shai saw that fig tree and cursed it. And this is 2 Corinthians 4 and verse 16. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. See, the inward man has to be renewed day by day, man. Each and every day, you got to grow. Okay? You got to apply yourself and do the necessary spiritual exercises to grow. Okay, that's what anything. You want to go to the gym and get a good physique. What, you got to put forth the work, be consistent. Have a particular diet, right? So that way you may get that physique that you want. So you got to apply that same mentality to this truth, man. Okay. Even the Apostle Paul made that analogy too. How that the race they run for a corruptible crown. Let's get that. Let's get that quickly. How was the word again? Let's write race. Bear with me. Run all. There we go. This is 1 Corinthians 9 and verse 24. Know ye not that they which run in a race win all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may obtain. Right, you gotta run with a certain pace, so that what you may, finish the race. And this race is a marathon. Okay, when you come in, you think it's a race. Yo, the end is coming now. Yo, yeah, it's a marathon. Okay, you gotta keep a particular pace so that you get in that pocket. Right, when you're running, right, you have to have a certain pace to where that you're not too tired, but yet you're in your flow. You go, you tap into that high, that runner's high, as they call it, right? To where that you don't feel anything. You just running off that running high, right? Because hey, you could run and then burn yourself out, and then you fall out, and if you don't want that, so you gotta run that you may obtain. Okay, it says, and every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. You gotta be temperate. Be temperate, man. Okay. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. Right? So he's giving the analogy with these athletes, how that they're consistent, they're always working out, they're always practicing their craft. So hey, he's like, yo, these niggas are doing it for corruptible crown. How much more us who's doing it for incorruptible? A crown that will not perish. Okay? These NBA players, they're doing it to get a ring that's corruptible. How much more us that's working towards to get the rulership in the world to come? Right? So we gotta do the necessary workouts, right? Put the time in the gym so that when it's time to perform, hey, people may see your growth. The Lord can see your growth. The angels see your growth. The brothers see your growth. Okay? Okay, yes, that brother's been studying. He's been applying himself. Let me add more onto him. That's how the Lord sees him. If you're putting forth that effort, okay, you're doing what you need to do, the Lord is going to add more onto you, man. He's not going to decrease you. He's going to add on. Yeah, what's up? Okay? So I wanted to get another one. Did we finish 1 Corinthians? Yes, we did. Yeah, the inward man is renewed day by day. Oh, yes, I wanted to get what Yahushua said about the fig tree. Okay? When he came to the fig tree, and there was no fruit thereon. And he cursed it because he was hungry, he was looking for food. There you go. This is Matthew 21 and we'll start at verse 18. It says, now in the morning as he returned into the city, he hungered. This is referring to Yahushua. Yahushua returned to the city. Okay? And when he saw a fig tree in the way, he came to it and found nothing thereon, but leaves only. And he said unto it, let no fruit grow on thee henceforth forever. And presently the fig tree withereth away. You see, Yahushua didn't take no time, man. He's hungry. The purpose of the fig tree is to what? To bring forth fruit. Is it not? If here it is, your purpose is to bring forth fruit so that man may eat, and then you're not doing so, why are you here? Why are you here taking up space? You could take it out and plant another one. That's how the Lord sees it. And then you apply that to different men that's in this truth, that's not doing what they need to do. Okay, they're not willing to grow. The Lord's gonna look at you and be like, yo, the fuck? Is well, a year has been by. You're still the same nigga? You haven't improved? The fuck? Take that tree out, man. Take that tree out. Taking up space, man. Yeah. You know, that's hey, you gotta apply yourself, you gotta examine and grow, man. Your light has to shine, not dim. Okay, because really, if you really believe in these scriptures, let's get that. Living waters are gonna be flowing out of your belly, man. Let's get that one. Yeah. Okay. John 7 and verse 38. It says, He that believeth in me, as the scripture hath said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. So if you truly believe on Yahweh Shai, as the scripture has said, living waters are going to gush out of you, right? And living water is why it's constantly moving. You look at a waterfall. What? There's always water dropping, man. It's always flowing. Okay? So that's how you have to see yourself in this truth. Living water. You're always moving. What comes with movement? Growth. Okay? But if you're stagnant, you think this is it, and then you don't really believe on Yahweh Shai, as the scripture has said, then hey, I'm saying you're going to become stagnant and become polluted. You see? You know, and the whole scripture is Yahweh Shai, the whole book. So whatever that you need to apply, that's you believing in Yahweh Shai. Okay? You know, the fruits of the Spirit. Yeah, that's one thing, hey, we have to apply, man. The fruits of the Spirit. Okay? You know? Because the fruits of the Spirit are going to keep you in this truth, in other words. If you apply them, you know what I'm saying? The Lord gave us tools for us to utilize in this truth, man. Okay? And also the Lord's knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, there's no cap to it. So if you tapped into that, there's no cap to you as well. You can always hit a growth spurt. You know? You can always grow. It's not like the human body where you reach a certain age, you're done growing, you're done. As far as the body, I'm not speaking about the mind. As far as the body, right? You're done growing. That's the height that you have forever. No, but the truth is not so. There's always room for growth, always. And with knowing that, hey, put forth the necessary work to grow. You know, hey, this applies to me too. I'm doing this lesson. It applies to me too. Right? Like scriptures say, when you're teaching yourself. So I gotta apply these things too. There can't be no hypocrites, right? Yeah, man. But hey, the point was made. I'm gonna close it off there, man. By giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kodesh. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Until next time, I'm gonna say Shalom.